I'm going to pull up this case on my computer, which I've entered in most of the symptoms in the software program that I use to analyze cases. So you can see how I do it on the computer. It's the same concept that you would use on your own, basically identifying the symptoms, and then you have that grid where you can put check marks in. So by using a repertory of symptoms, and you have these books that you can use, you can look up the symptom of, well, you can look up symptom by symptom and see which remedies have which symptoms. Alright, so the mother of a 4-year-old girl phoned me after I left the office. I returned the call within a few hours while I was traveling by car out of town. The woman's daughter had a fever of 103.5 and had a persistent cough. The fever and cough would get worse after falling asleep. So that's the first symptom that we would consider characteristic or significant to consider. So we want to look for a remedy that has cough worse after falling asleep. So in your books you could look at like the section on cough, or you could start looking at different remedies, and you could see, okay, this remedy has cough worse after falling asleep. Or if you look at all the remedies that they consider in your book to be common for cough, you know, which one has cough worse falling asleep. So that's one check mark you put in that column that you would consider. On the computer here, I don't know, Rebecca, if you want to organized by, and the repertories are organized by body parts. So can you see these body parts on here? Okay. So I'm going to go to the one that the icon indicates cough. It's a person coughing. If I press my space bar down, it'll give me the little words under the icons to decipher what they are, in case I forget. So I'll click on cough. And under cough, you've got all these factors here. Daytime, morning, noon, evening, night. So in all of these, there'll be subgroups. Night, better at night, worse at night. So in this case, the cough worse falling asleep. And then, now worse after falling asleep is not good enough. You have to be more detailed than that. So I asked, is it worse after falling asleep only at night? Because then it might not be this being asleep, it might just be it's worse at nighttime. Versus, is it worse just lying down and not sleeping? Or is it also worse when they take a nap? So in this case, it was worse after falling asleep, whether at night or during a daytime nap. So we want to look at night because, and I'm going to put that the cough is worse at night. So in the repertory it says worse, it says cough, night, aggravate. Do that, and I've got 199 remedies have a cough that's worse at night. Now the reason I'm doing night and not just sleep is because the way the repertory was written, we can't assume that everyone who did this, unfortunately, had as much attention to detail as they perhaps should have. So some homeopaths, when they did the original provings, might have meant that it was a cough worse in sleep, but they wrote it's worse at night because most people are sleeping at night. But there's also a part of the night where you're not sleeping. So we don't really know. But we don't want to leave any remedies out. We don't want to miss any. So we're going to put them all in there. So cough, worse at night. So we go back to cough, to the long list, and we type in sleep. And we get sleep. And we have sleep, cough, worse, sleep before going to sleep, on going to sleep, during sleep, disturbing sleep. In this case, it was during sleep. And it was also disturbing sleep. And it was preventing sleep. I didn't put down, I don't think I indicated if she was worse just lying down.
It's written on it.
Is it?
Fever, cough, worse lying.
Oh.
Right?
In handwriting.
No, someone else did that. That's not mine.
Okay.
So that again, so that's an assumption. It's a good point because someone took my handout and made some notes and then I copied it. So someone wrote down fever, cough, worse lying. Well, it might not be worse lying. It might be just worse sleeping, and I think it was just sleep because I would have indicated it otherwise. So if it's not there, you can't assume that that's what it means. So I'm gonna, now, what I can do in the computer program is I can combine cough worse at night with cough in sleep, with cough disturbing sleep, and cough preventing sleep. And I can make one big group. So each of these are called rubrics. So cough worse at night is a rubric, or a grouping of remedies. There's 199 remedies in that rubric or grouping. There's 40 remedies that are worse during sleep, 46 remedies that are worse disturbing sleep, and 29 remedies that are worse preventing sleep. What I can do with the computer is combine all of those into one rubric. And we'll see, we might not get more than the original 199, but we might pick up a few remedies by doing this, so we'll see. So we'll call it cough, worse sleep, night. And we get 209 remedies, so we picked up 10 more remedies that weren't in the original worse at night. Okay? And there's also something I didn't put down, it's also worse if she takes a nap. So we should see if siesta or nap is there. Oftentimes it's recorded as, and it's not there, so that's fine. Okay, so that's one symptom we've got. So we've got it narrowed down from several thousand to maybe 209 remedies.